At that point in my life, I was going through the motions, wife, mother, coworker. I wasn't doing anything for me. Honestly, I probably needed a therapy of sorts, but Rise became my therapy. Rise saved me. Hi.
Hi, Sarah. It's so fun to be talking to you right now.
Oh, I love this. I was like,
Yeah,
I get to talk to Rachel. That's so exciting.
yeah. So we're just really using this. What we're always thinking about how we can connect. Number one, with the
Hmm.
people who are like have been in Rise, and but also how to connect people with understanding what they would receive at Rise.
Yeah.
And that's a little challenging to sometimes articulate or like put into messaging because we've realized that some of the pieces are just like the essence of something.
Yeah.
So who better to talk about it than, well, especially someone like you. I mean, how many times have you, like, you're coming again?
Yeah.
Will this be your fourth time?
It'll be my fifth.
What?
Yeah, it'll be my fifth year, my fourth solo.
Wow, your fifth year already?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay, so
crazy. I had to count the other day because I was like, I've kind of lost track
I bet.
of the years, but I something popped up just the other day and I was like, okay, yeah, this will be my fifth.
Okay, wow. Okay, so we're gonna do some time traveling together too. Okay. If
Okay,
you,
I'm ready.
okay. If you, and also we're gonna incorporate all of the last 5 years
Yeah.
because each year you've made the decision to go, but
Yes.
you came first, you said, with a group of people.
Yes.
So do you remember what it was like the first year you came, even
Mhm.
just the space where you were maybe introduced to what this is and you had to consider coming?
Yeah. Um, so the first year, a friend of mine. So I came with a group of, there were six of us. One, two, five of us. And one of my friends had found it. I don't know how. And she like randomly texted our group. We were all roommates in college, and it had been years since we had all been like in the same room. And really, like, there's not, I think at that point, there wasn't even really a group chat. Like, some of us live near others, some are better at staying in touch with others. But for all of us to be together, it had been a while. And she randomly texted us and was like, hey, I want to do this. Do you want to go? There's arts and crafts.
Oh, there's arts and crafts.
There's arts and crafts. We can do arts and crafts and, whatever. And I looked at it and I don't know. I don't remember what made me say yes, but I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And I asked my husband, he was like, you really wanted to go do arts and crafts? Like
Is that what you
in the
gathered from
woods?
it though? Like
That's
when you
what
looked
was
at it, were you like,
gathered.
wait, this is much more than arts and crafts or
Yeah,
no?
I was like, I think there's yoga and there's these classes, but I think like at the time, like it was early. So like there wasn't a class list or a work, like there
Right.
wasn't,
Yeah.
right,
You were
like
just
what was
like,
going to be coming. There was
okay.
just food and
And there's this
space,
thing.
and
Yeah. Okay.
it was like somehow we all got on board, and I was like, well, it's a girls trip, like we get to reconnect and we get to do all these, like, we'll see. And I think like the more I looked into it, the more I realized I need this from a girls trip, like it's going to be so fun, but I need this. Like something in my, like I think I need this. And um as class descriptions and workshop descriptions came out, it was just like, I need this. I need this. Oh my God, I need this. And I started to become really excited about what I was going to get out of it. And I remember telling my friends, I was like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but these are the classes I signed up for. like moment one. These are what I need. These are speaking to me. Um, and even like working its way up to the week, I think a lot of like our husbands were like, is this a cult? Like, what are
There are
you
people,
right?
all the
Like, they're like,
things,
right? They're
all
like,
the
you're doing,
things.
yeah, all the things. Like, what are you getting into? And we're like,
Okay,
we
husbands.
don't know. We don't know. Like,
Yeah,
what, you know how
sure.
men can be. Um, but then, we went, and that first year, I think a lot of people are like, how was it for you or whatever. And my initial instinct 5 years later is Rise saved me.
Mm,
And sometimes I pull back a little because I'm like, well, I don't like obvious, like I wasn't physically ill and got a cure, right? And it wasn't like, there was any thoughts of self-harm. So I hate to like I
I am.
never, you know what, like I pull, sometimes I hesitate and I want to pull back from that answer, but I think at that point in my life I was going through the motions of being wife, mother, coworker, all the things. I wasn't doing anything for me. And I knew that I needed something. And honestly, I probably needed a therapy of sorts, but Rise became my therapy. And every year I think I've brought something home. Um and every year my husband is so excited for me to go. Like that first year I came home and he was like, "You're a different person. You're going again next year."
Mm. What was different?
Um I think that I had gone through a lot. Um I had been grieving somebody, but I didn't know it was grief, because the person hadn't died. But um, something had happened that this person was no longer in my life, and I did not realize until I read the description of grief yoga. And Beth did grief yoga that year, that first year I came. And I was like, I think I need this. And I mean, to this day, one of the other ladies from that class and I every year at Rise, like, you know, those are my right, those are my people. Like I come solo, but I come because of the connections that I have made year after year. Um, so I think there was a grieving process, but there was also
Hmm.
a sense of, do I trust my instincts, right? I had let this person in my life for so long, and then they left it. That person was not a good person. And then with my son, I almost died during delivery, and I think there was this trust in my body. And there was this class, I think it was, I don't remember the name of it. It was like a sexuality class or something, um in regards to that. And I remember there was a meditation part, and I just remember being like, oh my god, I found something in that class. I found a desire. It was like my body and my mind and my gut, I just felt like weren't, I couldn't trust it anymore. um And it just like woke me up, and I was like, yes, like I still want to do these things. I still have a passion for this. I still have a passion for that. And now I can go home and I can, right, like start again and
Yeah.
open up more. And there's been years where I've chosen a class because it's something I've never done before.
Mm,
And it's something new and maybe more on the fun side versus like the deep thinking emotional. And it's like every year it's something different because I need something different.
Hmm.
And I think there's always such a variety of things to choose from that sometimes it's like, oh, I want this, but I want this. Because then as you learn the facilitators, like I know those facilitators who have impacted my life and I want to take them again. But
Hmm.
then it's like, oh, there's this new thing over here. Sometimes I don't think there's enough time. I think it needs to be longer than a weekend.
I know. That's a real piece.
Yeah.
It's not yet. Don't overthink. No, it's so. But that's what's really interesting about it too, that I've learned, and kind of always I'm like, wow, that it really does all happen in just a Friday to Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
just a week.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I think so, why do we call it then still weekend getaway? Like, it's not about it being weekend, but also at the same time, it is.
Yeah.
Because it's a opportunity that might be accessible enough
Mm-hmm.
people who are in this space of maybe change,
Yeah.
changing in ways they don't even realize they are, to that it becomes, oh, I can do this. Okay. It's just this amount of time. It's not some
Yes.
7-day retreat, but it's like just
Yes.
this time I can do this.
Yes.
But it's so filled,
Yes.
so full the weekend. You receive
Mm-hmm.
so much in just a few days.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So, well, is there anything else you want to share? I'm going to ask you
I,
another
I
question.
don't think so. You
Okay.
can ask me another question.
Okay. Um, so you had no idea what to expect when
Mhm.
you showed up. There was a lot of that I just kind of took in about your story, which was there was this uncertainty.
Mm.
There was like some interest, there was some kind of attraction or draw, but there was so much uncertainty
Mhm.
in doing it, in not knowing
Yeah.
what it would be, not knowing how you'd feel, not knowing what it's like,
No.
and even things like, is this or this, or is it, and that's all
Right.
very real.
Right.
It's like just that piece. So if you were like sitting with someone who, again, like say was that you shared it with someone, you were like, this is something I've done, or like you should do this, what would you explain to them about, like, how would you help comfort their uncertainty, because it's very real, to the experience of uncertainty and what can.
Yeah, I mean, there has definitely been people in my life where I've like, you need to do this. And I know that by talking with them, they understand like what I've gotten from it. I've never obviously been too persuasive to get them to come. Um
What makes you say you need to do this? Can you say that first? Like when you say that you feel that with someone.
because either I know they've gone through some personal things that I think they would be able to find a workshop, or other women who have gone through the same things. And right, sometimes it's we talk a lot about the community of Rise, like when we're at Rise. And I think that we're missing every day. I think most people are missing the feeling that they have a village and that they're in this with someone else. And so, I look at what I had been going through in my life, and I know that Rise helped me. And so, when I'm privy to some of the things that other friends and loved ones are going through, it's like, you should come. Even whether it's, a personal relationship, or people that I know, are in a really tough, maybe career aspect, because I know a lot of the women have been looking, and a lot of the women at Rise have found something they've needed with clarity to their work environment or their career. I know, there's usually a career coach or two as a facilitator. Um, And I know people in my Rise group chat who have made a positive move in their life again from Rise. Like I know women who are, changing their careers or changing their relationships or even like more inclined to maybe seek out other forms of self-help and outside of the Rise, even if it's working out. I mean, I know there's women who love the what's the
Oh, they
water,
do. Yes, the
you
paddle.
know what yeah, like they love that. And then they seek it, right? They found
Yes,
something
you
they
go
love and
home.
they seek it outside of Rise
Yeah,
too.
resources for themselves. Yeah.
And like what person can't use a weekend away? Like my favorite thing to do is sit on the beach or sit on the dock and just be at the lake. Like whether it's doing yoga on the dock or having a class, like I just want to be on the lake and I just want to sit there and watch the water and just have some peace and time to myself to reflect or not reflect or read part of a book or just,
Be.
right, create my own space.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
So,
what are you're coming back now, your fifth year. Do you come
I
just
know.
feeling open every year to receive whatever is
Yeah.
for you then? Does it feel like that? Or do you come with
Yes.
intention or like
Um,
focus on something for yourself or in your life now?
I think that every year I've come open to what is this going to bring. There was a year where I was like, I'm doing everything new. I'm doing things I never thought I would be doing. Some of the things worked out, some of them didn't. Like and
It's
that's the
nice to
thing. Like,
find out your no's as much as your yeses.
yeah, like I am not a forest bather. I'm not. I didn't think I was, but I was like, hey, forest bathing, like that seems to be a thing. Let's do it. And I did it. And I did it. And again, others love it.
You're like,
I don't
I'm
think
a
it's me.
dock sitter, not a farm bather.
Yes, I'm a
Yeah.
dog sitter. Yeah. So that's me. But I think every other year is just what speaks to me, what class speaks to me, what can I get. This year, I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah.
not sure that I have an intention going into it. A lot has changed for me this year, so I'm kind of a new person coming to Rise. um I quit my full-time job of 15 years in
Wow.
September. Um, so I'm kind of a stay-at-home mom now. Like it's a whole new world.
Yeah, sounds
Um,
it. Yeah.
and I'm already dreading a full summer of my kids being home and no summer camp. So I'm really gonna need Rise.
Oh yeah, after that. Nah. This is an
My intention might be
adjustment
quiet.
period for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
So
So
it can meet you where you are each year too, wherever you are.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's such an age range. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are or where you're at, there's something for you. And it is, right? Like, part of it is what you make it because you get the choice of what to do and you get the choice of who to surround yourself with. And when I do tell people, I'm like, you should come, and I'm like, you don't have to take any classes with me, you don't have to stay with me, but you should come
Yeah.
and get something out of it because I think everyone can get something out of it if they're open.
Mm-hmm. That choice thing is really key. I've learned
Hmm.
because it's like again, as women. without even realizing it all the time, we're making choices in
Mm,
consideration of so many others around us and so much
yeah.
else around us with every decision when we're in our daily lives.
Mm-hmm.
So even just making the choice to come, and then when you're there, being able to choose and make choices for yourself of
Yep.
like, what do I want to do right now?
Yeah.
Like that alone is transformative.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's some of the key here. So if you, last question, I'm asking everyone this. If you could describe Rise in 3 words, what would they be?
Life changing community and just women. Like, you know, like
You
it
know?
just, yeah.
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just women.
Yeah. Just women.
I love that. I get it. And all that
Yeah.
that encompasses. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I leave there, I'm like, why can't we be like this just with each other all the time?
How about we, yes, and we get to be there being like, wait, we are like this.
Yeah.
Like
We,
that's it's just remembering of like, no, yeah, oh, this is what it means and is to be a woman.
yeah.
We are this way with one another. We are
And
this way with ourselves. We can be.
I wish I knew like how to just embrace that, whether it's, on the sidelines at a kid's sports game or in the office. Like, I don't know.
We do know, you do know, but it's interesting to have that vantage point then going out into the world of like, oh wait, this is how our community space, our places are kind of like designed for us.
Yeah.
We can't fully be as we are here.
No,
Yeah. But you bring it everywhere you go. I know it.
I try.
And sometimes it's also about making the choice. How about this? When we don't
Yes.
bring it,
Yeah.
want to be like, you know what? I don't have to bring my all of me here.
Yeah. It's kind of like when you get in an Uber and they're really talkative and you don't want to talk that day.
Exactly. And I think that's actually like,
Right? Like sometimes
yes.
I'm like, oh, I hope this Uber driver doesn't mind the quiet.
Well,
Like
yeah,
I don't
and
want to
that's a
talk.
thing too, though. I feel like we come into ourselves as women and begin to realize that like a lot of the ways that we had engaged in the world
Yeah.
are from this place of like how we feel like we should be, or like we give all of ourselves
Hmm.
and we're like this
Hmm.
and that. But actually, like, no, we know what we want the space to be or place for us or this or that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah, we can have that too.
Yeah.
Want to be quiet in the Uber.
Yeah.
Serious. I've noticed those things about myself that they've shifted over time
Hmm.
of like, yeah, coming into womanhood in that way. Of,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't have to turn on here
Mm-mm.
and have that boundary.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah,
All right.
it was such a pleasure to chat with you. I know that like by the time I see you, it'll be like 2 seconds from now, somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right. Have a
All right. Thank
wonderful
you. I
rest of
can't
your
wait to
day.
see you in September.
Same. Enjoy spring.
I will. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye. Thank
Bye.
you.